Hi, welcome to your practice test. I guess you're ready with all those skills you've got. Let's see how you go. What I'm going to do now is to put up some problems here. We've got some here in expansions. And you can pause the presentation and have a go. So you might do that. And I'm going to come back and write over the top of this with the correct solution explaining what's going on. So there's the first three. There's some more down here for A and B. So they're expansions where you multiply the brackets out and away you go. So pause the presentation there, go back to the beginning and have a go. Alright, let's have a look at how to do these. So we've got 3x times x is 3x squared, and 3x times positive 2 is plus 6x. How did you go? Mark your work. Let's go down to the next one. 2x by 3 is 6x. 2x by neg x is neg 2x squared. And x by an x, remember, is squaring the x. So then the next one, 2x squared by x is 2x cubed. X squared by x to the 1. Remember, we don't put the 1. That's x cubed, adding the powers. And 2 by neg 1. 2x squared by neg 1 is neg 2x squared. So check that. How are you going? Let's go up here to question 2. This is FOIL, first, outers, inners, last. Everything in this bracket has to be times by everything in this bracket. X by x is x squared. X by neg 3 is neg 3x. Plus 2 by x is positive 2x. 2 by neg 3 is neg 6. So this equals, let's collect them up, minus 3 dogs plus 2 dogs is neg 1 dog. Take 6, collecting up those like terms. Neg 3x, let's look at that again over here. Neg 3x, let's say that's, each of these are x's. That's neg 3x down here. And then you go plus 2x, back the other way, and so you would be at neg 1x, or just neg x. Just check that work with directed numbers. Okay, let's do the next one. It's another FOIL, so it's x by x is x squared. X by 4 is plus 4x. Neg 3 by x is neg 3x. Neg 3 by 4 is neg 12. Therefore, the answer is x squared, collecting up the x's. 4x take 3x is 1x, or we just usually put just x. And take 12 on the end. Okay, how are you going? Let's come down here a little bit. So look at another one. 2x by x is 2x squared. 2x by neg 2 is neg 4x, positive times the negative. 1 by x is just x. 1 by neg 2 is neg 2. Collecting up the x's now. Neg 4x plus x is neg 3x, nearly going to make a mistake there. Neg 4x plus x is neg 3x, take 2. Okay, so they are our FOIL ones. Now let's move across to question 3 here. And these are ones that you really shouldn't use FOIL for. They're a pattern, aren't they? A take b by a plus b. It comes to the first one squared minus the second one squared. You could use FOIL if you like, doing it the long way, but generally it'll take too long. 2x plus 1 by 2x take 1 is first one squared, don't forget to square the 2, 4x squared, take 1 squared, which is just take 1. Next one now, 2x take 3, 2x plus 3. Again, that perfect square difference of 2 squares, 4x squared, first one squared, minus second one squared, which is 9. But just come over here and remember the rule there for those. Oops, let's come back up. The rule there for those is a plus b by a take b is a squared take b squared. Okay, that's the rule. Remember the other rule, we've got one over here. A plus b all squared. A perfect square is the first one squared plus twice the product plus the second one squared. Okay, and we'll just come down here a little bit. There's another one as well, isn't there, that you should know, and that's a square again, the first one squared, and twice the product will be negative here. The product of these two terms, a times neg b, is neg ab, and you've got two of them, plus b squared there. Shouldn't really use cursive there. So we'll just go back and do that again. We'll just a plus b by a take b, a squared take b squared, a plus b all squared, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and a take b all squared, a squared take 2ab plus b squared. So you can always check it with FOIL, but it's quicker if you can recognise that that's the pattern that's always going to happen in those special cases. Let's have a look at question 4. We've got one of those here, perfect square. So let's do that first. X squared, first one squared, plus twice the product, plus second one squared. And we've still got to multiply it by 3 yet. So you could FOIL this, but that will be your answer. Then take 2x plus 1. So this comes to 3x squared plus 6x plus 3, and then we'll keep these on the end and collect up the like terms. So there's only one x squared term, so it's 3x squared. 6x take 2x, 6 dogs take 2 dogs, 4 dogs, 4x. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, that's a fairly big one there. Have a look at that one, check that out. Down here now we have another square, so this is 4 outside of first one squared, twice the product is negative, so it's neg 10x plus 25, take 5x squared plus 7. So doing the brackets first, now multiplying by 4, 4x squared, take 40x, and 4 times 25, might need a calculator, 100. Take 5x squared plus 7. Okay, so collecting up the x squared terms, 4x squared take 5x squared is neg 1x squared, and leave the 1 out. You can put in if you like, but generally we'll leave it out. And then there's only one x term, it's neg 40x. And then we have 100 plus 7, so it's 107. Alright, so a fairly big one there. Now that's the end of the set of expansions. You might like to go to Pearson's textbook and have another go at some of the others like that you might find there. Let's go down now to factorization. Well, let's have a look at the problems. There are some there, and I think that's all I've got for you. Yep, then there's the power work. So here, let's have a look at the factorization. So pause the presentation now and have a go at those. Alright, here we go. Common factor of these two is 3. They both contain a 3. Put the 3 out the front. What do you multiply 3 by to get this first term? You need the x. Plus, what do you multiply 3 by to get the 6, the second term? You need a 2. So there's the answer. Factorization means write as a product of factors. Okay, so 2 things times. Usually remembering it as I'll need a bracket here. Okay, so let's look at the next one. They both contain common factor of 3. They also both contain an m, so that goes out the front. Then you put a bracket. What do you multiply 3m by to get 3m squared? You need another m. Plus, what are you multiplying here by to get 6m? We'll need 2 times 3 to get 6. Already have the m, so that's all we need. So you can check your work with an expansion approach. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is grouping them. Do you remember this from Pearson's? These two both have 4 and m as common factors. These both have 3. So let's do it as it stands here. So take out the common number, which is 4, and the common letter, which is m, outside of a bracket. Then what do you multiply 4m by to get 4mn? You need an n. Plus, what do you multiply in here by to get 8m? You only need a 2. Plus here, common factor is 3. Put it outside, what do I multiply in here by to get 3n? I need an n. Plus, what do I multiply in here by to get a 6? I need a 2. They're not finished yet, because we see this here, m plus 2 and m plus 2. So let's put that out as a big common factor out the front. What do I now multiply in here by to get all of this? I need a 4m. Plus, what do I multiply in here by to get all of this? I need a 3. So that is the complete solution. Okay, let's go over here, because I've actually done them out of order. So what have we got in common here? It's a 4 and also a p. So put that in front now. What do you multiply 4p by to get 4p squared? You need another p. Take, what do you multiply 4p by to get 8p? You need a 2. So 4p outside of p, take 2. Let's have a look at this one. We can see here there are 2 terms, and this is a common factor. In the 2 terms, this is the common factor, the big bracket term, p plus 1. So put it out the front. What do you multiply p plus 1 by to get this first term? You need that x squared. Plus, what do you multiply p plus 1 by to get this second term? You need that m out the front. So that is done then. How did you go? Mark your work and see what you think, and we're going on to do a few problems on powers then. Okay, so let's come down now to the work with powers, and I've got quite a few here for you. I think down the bottom here some more, some big ones. Yep. So let's have a look and pause the presentation there and have a go, and then pause it down here and have a go, and now I'll go back up and write the solutions. You can follow me now. Okay, so collecting up the terms in m squared by m to the 4th is m to the 6th. What are we doing here? A to the m times a to the n is a to the m plus n. Are we using that rule? And then in n land, n cubed by n squared, add the powers, it's n to the 5th. Okay, so down here we'll go this way this time. 10 divided by 5, numbers together, 5 into 10 goes twice. Now we look at the p's. P squared divided by p cubed is p to the 2 take 3 is neg 1. And what rule are we using there? We're using the division rule. A to the m on a to the n is a to the m take n. Then the q's, q cubed divided by q to the 1. Now that's not written, but you've got to know that, is q to the 3 take 1 is 2. And we usually write answers with positive powers, so that's 2q squared, and a negative power means 1 over. So it's 2q squared over p is the final answer. Let's look at number 3 up here. Always do the bracket first. You have a power raised to a power. Let's write the rule. A to the m all to the n is a to the mn. So this is going to become 2 times neg 2 is neg 4 over y to the neg 2. This is y to the 1, so 1 times neg 2 is neg 2. Now, the negative powers all mean 1 over, so we've got a mess here. This would become, this would go into this line, this will go into this line. It would be y squared over x to the 4th, because x to neg 4 means 1 over x to the 4, which puts it down the bottom. This is 1 over y squared, so they actually change position. Division by a fraction here is invert and multiply. So that comes on the top, and the x is on the bottom, getting a harder one there. Okay, let's look at this one. Always do the brackets first. So 2 raised to the neg 2, and then it's x raised to the neg 2, x squared, so it's neg 4, and y to the neg 4, 2 by neg 2. So this is all negative, so this is 1 over 4. 1 over 2 squared, the negative power means 1 over, and x to the neg 4 means 1 over x to the 4th, and y to the neg 4 means 1 over y to the 4th. So what have we got? 1 over 4 x to the 4th y to the 4th. Slightly harder one, that one. Okay, so my numbering system has gone crazy here, so I'm going down to do number 4 now. I've just done number 5, not to worry. Doing the brackets, 2 raised to the 2, multiply them together, 2m to the neg 4, 3 raised to the neg 2, and therefore now what will we have? We'll have 3 to the neg 2 means 1 over 3 squared, or 9, 1 over 9, so it's going to go up in the top line, division by a fraction, you invert and multiply. This means 1 over m to the 4th, so the answer is going to look like that. Alright, let's go on. So, this is a fractional power. You know a fraction of a half is equivalent to the square root. So let's look at this as 25 to the half, all to the neg 3. So this would mean the square root of 25, which is 5 to the neg 3. Now 5 to the neg 3 is 1 over 5 cubed. Remember, the negative power means 1 over. 5 cubed is 125. You do it on the calculator. So it's 1 over 125. I've got some interesting ones there. Let's come down. Looking at this one here now, number 7. Anything raised to the naught is 1, provided that proviso x is not equal to naught. So this is 5 times 1, and if y is not equal to naught, y to the naught is 1, so it's 3 times 1 plus 2. This is 5 take 3 plus 2, which would be 4. 5 take 3 is 2, plus another 2 is 4. Fairly busy work there. Okay, I think these are the last 2 now. Fairly big ones. You can go back and check some more from Pearson's as well. The rule generally here is to do the brackets first. So we've got 4 x squared raised to the 3, and multiply the powers together, x to the 6, y squared to the 3, y to the 6, over here 8, x cubed to the 2 is x to the 6, y is just y to the 1, all squared is y squared, multiplied by, now x to the 4th, that's x to the 1, all to the 4th, is x to the 4th, y cubed to the 4th is y to the 12th, over here just leaving the 3, that's not in the bracket, x squared cubed is x to the 6, you multiply the powers, y to the 1 all cubed is y cubed. So I've done all the brackets. Now a good way to do it is to do the top line in the multiplications and then the bottom line. So here what we'll do, numbers together, 4 times 2 is 8, x to the 6 by x to the 4th is x to the 10, y to the 6 by y to the 12th is y to the 18th, all over, and let's do the numbers together, 8 by 3 is 24, x to the 6 by x to the 6, x to the 12th, y squared by y cubed is y to the 5th. Okay, so we've done all the multiplications. Now we're looking this way at doing the division. So remember the division rule, a to the m on a to the n. You subtract the powers. That's what we're going to be doing now. So we don't have to do that with the numbers though. Numbers are just divided as usual. 8 into 8 goes once, 8 into 24 goes 3. So we have a third out the front, multiplied by x to the 10 divided by x to the 12 is x to the 10 take 12 is neg 2. Then y to the 18th divided by y to the 5th, 18 take 5 is 13. We've only got to look at one thing now. X to the neg 2 means 1 over x to the 2. So this is y of 13 is still in the top line, but the 3 is a third, so it's in the bottom, and this is x squared, because x to the neg 2 puts the x squared in the bottom line. Negative power means 1 over. How did you go? Fairly big one, that one. Okay, let's look at the division ones now. First of all, I think do the brackets. So x squared to the 3 is x to the 6. Okay, y is y to the 1, all to the 3 is y cubed. Don't forget to cube the a down the bottom as well, because it's all in this big bracket here. Divided by, we'll worry about that later, x raised to 2 is x squared. Then y squared to the 2 is y to the 4th. Over a squared all squared is multiply the powers together, a to the 4th. Just remember what we're doing here. We have a power, we've got several of them in there, raised to another power. You do it to each term and you multiply the powers together. Alright, let's now handle this. Dividing by a fraction. What does that mean? It means you have to multiply by the reciprocal. I wonder if you can prove that or discuss that, why that works. Okay, so let's do across the top line first. So there's x to the 6, y cubed, a to the 4th. Nothing much to do there. Across the bottom line, we've got a cubed, x squared, y to the 4th. So now we've done that. Let's do it this way, the divisions. So let's look for the x term. So it's x to the 6 on x squared. Division over here is subtraction of powers. So it's 6 take 2 is 4. Then we'll do the y term. Y cubed divided by y to the 4th. 3 take 4 is neg 1. And then the a terms. A to the 4th divided by a cubed is a to the 4 take 3, which is just a to the 1. So now we can say, what is this? Negative power means 1 over, so y goes down the bottom there, y to the 1, or just y in the bottom line. Well, that gives you a fair idea of the work that we've been doing and what you might look at in the test. So check your work. Remember, you can toggle back and have a look at those solutions at any time. So well done. Keep studying though, immediately before the test particularly, and I wish you good luck with it. At the moment, it's cheers from me.